Good morning, Snakewater. My name is Bote 6v6. Today we're watching an ESEA open match. This is Minty Fresh taking on Bote 6v6, and this is the very first round of playoffs. This is it. This is where things get real. This is 8th seed in Minty Fresh taking on 9th seed in Bote 6v6, and we're looking to have a good match here tonight. Of course, we've got the memes in the chat, and you know, these two teams, they're from different conferences, so unlike some of the matches in first round of playoffs, we don't really know how these teams are going to stack up. They are obviously the 8th and 9th seeds, so they're theoretically, they should be fairly close, but with that said, a lot of people have been predicting a fairly clean sweep for Bote team here. They do look to be the favorites. I'm not convinced. I think Minty Fresh have a good shot here. I don't think anybody thinks they're, like, doomed to lose this, but it's going to be an uphill battle for them despite being the higher seed. Bote, obviously, I'm not sure if they're new to ESEA. I think most of the players aren't. I think that them as a team are new to ESEA this season. The majority, actually, no, now with some recent roster changes, all of them do have ESEA experience, but I believe this is their first time playing under the Bote name in ESEA, but of course they do have a lot of Highlander experience in UGC. They're currently on a platinum team, and UGC is also in their playoffs. Started this week, and I think Bote team did win their game. They were 3rd seed, and they ended up winning that. So looking to repeat that here tonight. 2 first-round playoff matches in a row would be really nice for them. Statistically, not likely to win this. However, most people are predicting that they will win. So, we'll see. It might go well for them. It's definitely going to be hard to say. They have made a roster change since we last saw them. We have cast them twice so far this season. This is the 3rd time I've casted Bote team. 2nd time casting Fresh. And Bote team, that makes Bote team the most casted team this season. That could change as we go further into playoffs, but still, interesting fact. Last we saw them, they were playing with, I believe it was Brick on Pocket, and now they seem to have switched to Penguin on Pocket. So that's the heavy main on the Highlander team, switching out for the soldier main, and he was playing in IM this season with a couple of other, well, he was a sub, I think, in IM with a couple of other notable Highlander players, and he's left them for this team, rejoining with his Bote brethren. And with 12 and 12, or 6 and 6 in the servers, we will go down the roster very, very quickly here. On Minty Fresh, we can see Dev and Karn playing Scout, Porbula on Roamer, Conky playing Pocket, Yuno playing Demo, and Valvi on Medic. And then over on Bote 6v6, of course, we've still got the team that we've seen before. It's Boar and Spades on Scout. Of course, Boar is Pistolov. Vipa on Roamer, Penguin now playing Pocket, replacing Brick. Right Justify on Demo, and Rogue on Medic. Should be very good here. Because, yeah, obviously they've got their, on the Highlander team, Pistolov, a.k.a. Boar, is a platinum sniper. He's got the Aussie. He's playing it right now in pregame. Probably won't run it to mid, considering what this game is, but we'll see. Hopefully, we're going to see some good plays out of him in the sniping. And, of course, this is playoffs, so 3 maps tonight. If it goes to that. Could be only 2. I think we'll go 3. I'm hoping we go to 3. It's going to be Swiftwater, then Sunshine, and then Granary. I know I was watching, who was it? It was the Demo Man for Bote 6v6. Right, Justify stream. I'm on his guy. I should remember who he is. I was watching him stream a couple minutes ago, and they were scrimming on Sunshine, so hopefully they are pretty prepared for this. I know there are some teams in Open that have not been preparing too much, but these teams are not either of them, and this probably will be the only cast this week, just because yesterday there was some problems in ESEA. Today is Tuesday, so it's when most of the matches are going down. I was going to cast one yesterday, but unfortunately ESEA was having problems, and I don't think any matches were played, so definitely sucks, but that means this is going to be the first match. I believe no matches are currently completed. I'll go check the standings again, because there was one that started like half an hour ago, but ESEA was still having problems today. They like just got it fixed, so I don't believe anything is completed, no. Milters versus Hurricane Watch is currently going on. Egg Salad Dressing versus System 2. Lots of them. Okay. Looks like there was actually a match recorded. Bobby and the Bobettes forfeit loss to No Johns. So that means that's actually an important match for what we're concerned with, because the winner of that match was going to go on to face the winner of this match. So winner of this is confirmed to have to go up against the #1 seed in the next round, which is going to be No Johns. That's definitely a tall order for either of these teams. Like, they're both pretty good teams. 8th and 9th seed in Open respectively, and it's alright, but No Johns is a very strong team. It's not one that you want to face in the second round of playoffs. It's not one you want to face at all, really, if you're in Open. I think they're undefeated. I'm pretty sure they went 60-0 in regular season, and obviously they just got that forfeit win, which, I mean, it was definitely going to be a close match. You know, I think Bobby and the Bobettes had a fighting chance, but choosing instead to forfeit, yeah, no, they really didn't stand a chance. No Johns are extremely strong team coming out here, and yeah, it's gonna be tough. Even a win here is gonna mean they're gonna have to either try super hard to practice and get ready for the second round, or they're gonna forfeit too. But we'll see. We'll have to see. I might cast that one. I'm not sure. I do choose to cast randomly, of course. I've said that a couple times, and there is bias towards closer matches, so this one looked fairly close on paper at least. Oh, and are we starting? We see players freezing. I have no idea. What are people saying in chat? I'm sorry. Thought you were Karn. No. Yeah. I think this is probably a pause, I would have to guess, which means it's going to start right away and somebody's going to crash right away, which is great. It's fantastic. At least we're starting. We're only like 11 minutes late, so that's pretty good. And I believe actually next round of playoffs are going to be this week still, so there will be more casts this week. I'm hopefully going to upload them as soon as I can, so this one should be up tomorrow, unless I mess up, which is possible. So yeah, we'll see what happens. As we can currently see, Dev is staring into the eyes of Pistolov, aka Bor. He doesn't seem to be staring back, although it's hard to tell with the sunglasses. No, his garbage eye textures seem to be looking to the left, so unfortunate for his teammate there. The connection's not really there. Porbua, is that Porbua? I think I called him Porbula last time I casted him, but I realize now there's no L in his name, so it's just gonna have to be Porbua. Porbua? Porbua. Porbua. We're just gonna call him Porbua. We're just gonna try not to say his name. What is he? He's Minty Fresh's. I could bring the sheet up. Minty Fresh's roamer. So we're just gonna call him that. Valvey, doing a good job. First season in ESEA. Of course, Fresh. They were, I believe they were a team last season, but about half the team didn't carry over through the second season. They picked two players off of dead teams, and then Valvey, we'll find him. Valvey was picked up for his first season. Much more experience on Bote team, obviously. You've got, I think, two players. I believe Penguin, who I said already has come down from IM, and I think Spades as well. Is he even alive? Yeah, Spades also has played a little bit of IM. Not a ton, I don't believe, but a lot more experience just on paper from Bote team. Basically, the only reason that they are such low seed is because they did have a tougher division. No, not division, conference. Because there was two conferences this season in ESEA, in Open at least, and one of them was more competitive than the other. So we might have some lopsided playoff matches in the first couple rounds, but hopefully we'll get some good finals and stuff that I will be able to cast. Still not confirmed on that, but we'll have to see. Of course, we got the Highlander players wearing their badges. 4v4 gold, second place. That's definitely an accomplishment. 4v4 gold. Does they even say? Oh yeah, okay. So gold in second place in gold for 4v4. Pretty sure that guy's one Highlander, at least gold Highlander. It's a little bit more impressive. And maybe he'll have won ESEA after this. Although you don't get him out for that because it's a paid league, but still impressive. I like Valvy's cosmetic. Not a lot of cosmetics on Valvy, except the mustache. Classy. Porbula. I called him Porbula again. Porbula. Oh, he's got the fancies. Alright. He's got a... Well, it's telling me he's got a beard, but I would like to disagree. Pretty basic on Penguin. It's got the ninja arm pads. This is a really long pause, if it's a pause. I think it's a pause. I could probably just open, probably just open Right Justified stream. Find out. No, Rogue. Does anybody have any unusuals? Doesn't look like it. I think Spades had a engineer unusual, which is his class in Highlander, but nothing on Scout. So interesting there. Most dressed up is probably Rogue. It's got the fancy medigun. It's got the hat, the beard, the bird. Very nice. This one's good too, though. The mix of red and yellow really works, I think. Oh, there's an unusual. Alright, I just missed it because he's up in the air. 85 health, think he'll creator? I think he's on the downward, so I don't think he's going to get any higher than that. But who knows? He could crater. Right Justified could get a sweet Luxman kill. I haven't cast in a long while. We have been on break with ESEA. Well, we had 1 week of break, then we had 1 week of, like, catch-up matches. I don't think I casted those either, so I think it's been, like, 3 weeks since I've casted. Which is a long time to not cast, but hopefully this should go well. If we ever unpause, I think we'll do okay. I'm sad we can't read the chat, because the pause isn't real time, so the pause doesn't actually happen right here. It happens like 90 seconds in the future, which is why I'm assuming the game will start, and then they'll instantly pause. But we won't see the pause, because we get the pause now. So, like, the SCV puts us 90 seconds behind, but we experience the pause in real time, so... We're just gonna have to wait and hope it sorts itself out. Definitely, I mean, it would really suck if a pause happened to ruin one of these teams' chances if somebody just disconnected and they couldn't get back in, and this time they're trying to come back and they can't. That would really suck. I think they do both have like subs on their roster. Yeah. But not something you want to have to resort to once you're in playoffs. Pre-game, Vipa seems to be killing it pre-game. Really carrying the blue team there. 22 points, very strong. Highest on the red team is only Dev, and he's got 9 points. You know, half of the blue team is higher than that. You do have Rogue and Penguin on the blue team with 0 points, though. That's definitely something to consider in the pre-game point war. Blue team is almost entirely Bote, with the exception of Karn, and red team is almost entirely Fresh, with the exception of Boar. So that could be telling. Pre-game is often considered real game. I have heard that. Porbula, I believe I was looking at his profile earlier, and he said, what's it, like, pre-game? He said something about being good at pre-game. I think I have it up here. Pre-game top fragger. And, I don't know, to me that doesn't look to be the case, Mr. 2 Points. I think he might have lied on his Steam profile, so that's definitely going to be a blow to them. I think if I had to give a prediction, and I don't, but I'm gonna, I would say, what are the maps? Snakewater, Sunshine, Granary. I'm gonna say Boat takes Snakewater 5-3, and Sunshine 5-2. I think it's gonna be a little bit closer on Snakewater. That's literally only because I just saw a stream where Right Justify was scrimming on it. But who knows? The pause is over. I like your sniper. It's the only thing that happened, what that was said in that pause, and it was Dev. He was right there. Actually, I don't think that was said during the pause. No, it wasn't, because the chat's still delayed with us. But you know, He is very snazzy. That's true. I don't think he's there to read it, Boar, but I would agree that it's very snazzy. We can look at him there. Yeah. And sounds like Right Justified did get one of those locksmith kills, so I think my predictions were right. We'll see if the predictions carry over into this match that will hopefully start. Because if they just paused for like 2 minutes in pregame, I'm not going to be happy. They get us all hyped up and nothing. Yeah, that would not be good. Again, hopefully I'm going to cast as many matches and playoffs as I can. We'll see how my schedule goes, but looking to get a few, at least. At least one per, like, week. Spades does kill himself with a 3 rune blade, so that could be a factor in his performance tonight. Is anybody, we can't see who's ready. Conky's going PP. Alright, well that's understandable. He is jumping around, however, so unless he's got like a bottle, I don't think that's it. Alright, here we go. Higher seed is picking their side. That is Minty Fresh in 8th seed, followed by Bote team in 9th. And we'll get on, you know what we're gonna get on? We're not gonna watch him, just so we know. Scout without a name tag is gonna be Boar. And as they do, final ready up comes out. ESEA Open first match being played. Winner goes on to face No Johns in ESEA TF2 Open Season 22 playoffs. Snakewater first mid. Minty Fresh taking on Bote team. Minty Fresh here much faster. The demo very slow on blue team. And I think he was the one that crashed or something because he's really slow here. Maybe not. They are just spamming across. Pistolov is going to be the first one to go down. That is Boar, the scout. So that's definitely a big play. We do see Conky now bombing in on the medic. He did not really hitting much. Penguin went down there, but that's not what he wanted. He wanted the medic and they're not going to get it. Standing on that point, my HUD is a little bit messed up here with Karn being blue, but 4 players left alive. They are backing up here. I believe that was the pause that messed up my HUD, unfortunately there, but they're just going to have to give up. I think they're giving up this second point. It definitely looks like it. They're playing very passively, and they're just kind of boxing them in with a lot of spam. Red team's been doing very well here. Fresh coming up to an unexpected strong mid-fight. We do see Right Justified setting some sticky traps. Maybe they'll get somebody, but I think they might have been spotted out. Blue team, yeah, Red team's definitely going underneath, and Right Justified might be a little bit cut out. He is going to get shut down by Dev, and that's a big pick. They could just walk in for free. Dev did go down, so that's definitely important, but they definitely could just walk in. Yeah, they did pop the Uber charge, so they're going to be jumping forward here. Blue team still has theirs. Rogue never died in that, but the point's pretty much open. Karn going to be chasing that frag onto the sniper instead. Does get Yuno right before he dies, so that's definitely a big pick. But Karn going to die for that, and it looks like blue team is going to be able to hold here. We don't see which players are up with the HUD, but I think Valve did get out. That's important, so they're probably maybe going to be able to hold on to the second. They seem to have 3 players up, and at the point, with Dev coming in to make that 4, but blue team's really pushing out all as a team. They're not afraid of a back cap. They're not leaving anybody back there. Vipa is on the flank, but he's very low. He's going to have to back off while they cap up that second point. Strong hold from Bote team. And again, I'm not sure who did mess up that, why the pause came out there, but we'll keep watching this match as they look to pushing into mid. See what happens. Penguin falls, and that's the pocket. That's definitely not good. I don't know what his Uber charge is at, but it's only 80%. They don't have any ad either, I don't believe. Karn's kind of low. Yuno does go down. This could be big. They could get some frags here. They have a lot of damage down. Karn does die. That's what I was talking about. 5v4 now, I believe, is they are going to be wanting to push into this. Does look like Fresh have chosen to back out. The smart play, I think, Porbia is kind of in. The soldiers both looking to spam a little bit, but they are just going to decide to get out of there. Smartly retreating as they don't really want to lose anymore. Both medics have 100% Uber charge. And Penguin is just jumping up to this midpoint to be with his team. So far, very back and forth already in the first few minutes of this game. This is playoffs. This is what we come to expect. As Karn is peeking in this window, actually, he's pretty committed. He's fighting Vipa. And this could be a frag for him. He does go down, actually, with the hype of spades. So that's definitely not good. Vipa went down as well, though, to a pipe. I believe that was just a random pill. Maybe some spam through the window. So 5v5 at the moment. We'll see what those players do come up as. It was a soldier and scout to go down. That really felt like a sack from Fresh Karn, but he's coming up on scout. Stickies all over the ground. Looks like they have been knocked over. And we are a little bit of a stalemate here. They should have their Uber charges, yeah. They don't need to build. Oh, Vipa did come up on Spy, however. Should have known. He is the Highlander Spy main. And he did die to a pipe in that, so this could be big. He's coming in behind. We'll see. Nothing else really going on. Most of Bote are getting a little bit passive, but they seem to be going forward as Vipa seems to be in position. They should be expecting it. He comes up right behind Valve. He's there, but he misses the stab. No, how did he do that? He's a plat Spy. He gets the force off anyways. Why would he pop for that? He does. Boar ends up dying for this. I guess that's something, but now they just need to kite this as much as they can. Rogue still should have 100% Uber charge. He does. They're going to be looking to maybe get some frags here. Conky looking for that force. Not going to get it. They didn't get anything there. And it looks like Vipa's still alive. I think he tempted that point. And there's only, what, 2? Nah, they're mostly out. They didn't even get Rogue to pop, and this is going to be disastrous. Right, Justify does go down, though. That's big. I believe that was a sticky trap to so that's good. But there's still a scout in here. He's going to get shut down, Dev. That's not good. If they can cap this up, maybe they can push fast enough to capitalize off that one scout pick. I don't know. They still have full Uber ad. They really can just take this as slow as they want. As long as we don't see Valve get full Uber charge. Level 2 gun by Karn coming out here on this right-hand side. Vipa is going to see that and hopefully be able to call it as well. He's standing right behind that demo. He could go get it anytime he wants. They should still know he's on Spy. Oh, but he's not looking behind him, Easy stab for Vipa as he gets that. None of the team was with him. Sniper also up fresh. I'm not sure if Vipa was able to call that. He's right there now. The Uber charge is going to be coming out right away here onto the sentry gun. They're going to try to get it down very quickly. It's going to happen, and Spade's just standing on the point. Nobody's contesting him. Finally, Soldier's going to be jumping in, but Conky not able to do it. Red Uber charge isn't going to get popped off here finally, so that Uber charge wasn't in fast enough. Spade Slick is very low. He's going to be chasing down. Conky did get another one there, but standing on the point is the scout. Boar capping it up, making it 1-0 so far. First round is going to Bote team, and I guess they didn't want to push right away because they did have a Spy, and that Spy's not really useful unless he can get a pick. But he did manage to get the demo, and I think a very good push overall from Bote team. Really capitalized off that Spy play. They managed to get something, and that push was a little late with that Uber charge, but it was alright. So they did manage to get that point. Coming off the second mid-fight of the game, very early aggression from the blue team, but seemed to be backing off a little bit. Nobody really on the roofs right away. Nobody getting super aggressive. Karn maybe with Porbia. They are up here and just getting a lot of good spam on. Conky is going to be coming up for the bomb now, but he gets denied. Absolutely gets shut down right after killing Spades, and they're killing so many more. Vipa does go down in return, so I believe it's a 4-on-4 right now. They're going to be still both teams committing. This is definitely dangerous. Red team's getting very aggressive, but the medic is taking a lot of spam because of it. Penguin did pick up Karn, and that's definitely big, but he's very low himself. Dev does go down, and it's only... Oh, he drops it. No. Valve had full Uber charge, but he drops that right at the end. Still alive, but probably going to get shut down by Boar. Disastrous complete wipe on mid from Minty Fresh. That's not what they needed. It was 4v4 and they got really over aggressive. I don't agree with that play at all. They just lost 2 players, and then the medic dropping. Pop it, don't drop it. I mean, it's definitely not a good time to lose that Uber charge. I don't know how he got disconnected from his demo either, but that should not have happened. Looks like they are coming in through under now, and the pop is coming out. Full Uber charge. Heavy weapons guy as well as the level 2 sentry gun. Very good on Karn to get that up already, and he's trying to repair it, but not going to happen. Much luck for him. He isn't going to be able to get in there and change back to scout, so he could come back and initiate for something. Rogue does go down, but they've gotten a lot of frags. My HUD is something that it's only Valve alive. He's not going to be able to do something. He's throwing arrows at the point. But to no avail, as he can't kill 3 people sitting on point as just a medic. 2-0, a much faster round that time. I wonder if that sort of pause was Bote on that mid, which caused them to lose it. Because that's their only fault so far in this match. They played everything else extremely well, completely outclassing Minty Fresh. We'll see what happens on the third mid-fight of the game. Right, Justify is much faster this time. I didn't quite catch who was faster on the second one, but he was extremely slow on the first one, so here we go. Vipa taking a lot of spam early, however. He's going to have to fall back, and a lot of aggression is coming out from Porbia and Karn. Again, we saw this last time, too, and it didn't really work out for them. Finally, Porbia is bombing here. No, he is going to be faking that out. A lot of damage is coming down from their team, so they're probably going to be able to get something. Spades, very low. Porbia is finally going to go down. That's going to be the first one, as well as Dev. They're just getting collapsed on now. Penguin's going to be jumping in here. He does get another one. He's so good. They're just dying, everybody. Conky, the only player alive. He's got to take on 4, and he just gets shot down by Boar. A full wipe again. These mids are not going well for them. I mean, that first one, but other than that, these last 2 have just been complete wipes, not successful at all. And again, Rogue stayed alive. He's got 95 at the moment, unless it's just my HUD being bad. No, he is now at 100. Valve at 8. Yuno's going to be setting these traps. Sentry gun as well, getting set up on this left-hand side. Currently level 1. We'll see if he can get it up. No, just going to switch off the class, deciding for heavy instead. I think that is the right call. If Bote team are smart, they should just push with this. And they're not a dumb team, so here they come in through under exactly the same play they had last time. They're going to be doing the exact same thing. No, very late pop. That's not good for the defending team. They should have forced that a lot earlier, and they're just getting these frags. Most of red team seems to be avoiding this uber charge. Not getting a ton of frags. Yuno is going to go down, but that's the only one. They lose one in return. Karn going to go down. A couple more frags going down on each team. Porbila is very low, and it's only the 2 soldiers alive. They're both super weak. Conky going to die. That's a full wipe. That's the half. Oh, man. 3-0, and after that first one, very quick as Bote team secures, showing their dominance. Fresh need to come back here. Minty Fresh, they have not been playing well these past 2 rounds. We'll see if I can see what happened in these things. Right Justify's dying. Yep. Okay. In the pause, it was Right Justify, so I was correct. On that first mid, he was a little slow. That caused them to lose the mid, push back to their last. And Minty Fresh had a scoring opportunity, but they really could not capitalize off of it. And they've just been getting demolished every time. Wiped on mid, and then wiped at last. This can't be happening for them. I mean, once you wipe on mid and you don't kill or force the medic, like, that's just not good. And even that first round, like, the medic got forced to, I think it was a spy. That was probably what shifted the momentum against them. Because really, that wasn't a stab that Vipa should have missed. I mean, he's a platinum spy, and that didn't seem, maybe he lagged or something, but that did not seem like a hard stab. To me, at least. I wasn't there, but it seems like something he should have gotten, and I guess he was scared of like a trick stab, Valve, and maybe he saved his life with that pop, but I feel like it wasn't necessary. They pushed forward, they didn't get that, then they didn't commit to second, and then they just could never get that force off on the medic, so they were defending last, full ubercharge disadvantage, and then the demo got stabbed. I don't know why they weren't looking back on that first round. You know, the demo man just wasn't being aware. Nobody was watching his back. He was totally secluded. Perfect bait for a spy, and Vipa didn't miss it up that time, so that's really what shifted the momentum, and then it's just been complete dominance time after time after that. Spades and Boar, obviously, very strong players. Bote team. Everybody on Bote is very strong. They're all really good players, of course. UGC, Highlander, so a lot of experience there. Platinum. And a good amount of ESEA experience as well. You know, Minty Fresh, they are the higher seed, but I think we're seeing now why they were predicted to lose this. Some players more heavily than others, you know, thought maybe this wouldn't be that close of a match. And obviously, you know, they have been practicing. Bote team have been playing a lot. They played their Highlander match just yesterday, so they were clearly warmed up and ready for this. Tough to say if Minty Fresh have been doing the same. Maybe they've been practicing just as hard, but it hasn't been enough as they come out 0-3. And of course, this is best of 3 maps as well, so who knows? They could lose this one and then come back strong on Sunshine and Granary to win the whole series. There's no double elimination, no lower bracket, so this is it. Loser of this goes home. Winner moves on to face no John. Okay, winner of this may as well go home as well. But, you know, it'd be nice to win this first round, especially for Minty Fresh, not predicted to win up against a killer Bote team. A little bit cheated with that seed, with the seeding. Clearly not the better team in most people's eyes, and yet seeded at 8th, while Bote gets 9th. As we do seem to be starting up here, so have Fresh revamp their strategy. Are they going to make a comeback? We're going to have to find out here on the 4th mid fight of the game. Match is live. 3-0 so far for Bote 6v6. No silly off classes that I can tell. And it looks like Yuno is a little bit faster, right? Justify did go a different route. So we'll see how that works for him. Vipa's going to be jumping up here just on that roof. He's not getting super aggressive at the moment. They're spamming over still, but Vipa's getting very low. Spades is going to be the first one to go down. That's definitely good for Fresh. They're getting really good aggressive, but they did lose Conky. That's not good. The scout is in. Looks like that is Boar going to be trying to do something, but he's going to have to back out. I think he's a little bit low on health. He reconnects up with his medic, though, and looks like the bomb is going to finally come in here for the red soldier. He's going to be trying to get something. He does pick up Dev. That is going to be Vipa, and Boar's also in. They're pressuring them good. Valvi goes down to a roller, and Right Justified's going to be happy about that one. Karn recommitting here. I'm not sure. I don't think he was seen. Porbio went down as well as Vipa. Has he been seen? He's just running in. Nobody's catching him. He's on the medic. He does get very low, and he got him so low. No. Boar does clean him up right before the medic. I heard that Donka coming out of Rogue. He was happy. Almost an insane play. But unfortunately, couldn't make it happen. As once again, we're in this familiar situation. Minty Fresh. They're defending last with full Uber charge disadvantage. They've got an engineer, level 1 gun, just getting up to level 2. And I assume we're going to see them go under once again. There is a sticky trap up here, but they seem to be pretty good on checking it. And they're not actually pushing from that direction. They're pushing in straight from the left. We'll see what happens. They do get the sentry gun very early here, as well as lose a couple players, though. They got the medic, so they could easily just back out and repush with Uber ad once again. But it looks like they are going to choose to commit to this. Fresh Porbia in the air does get shot down. Penguin, very nice shot there. Conky in the air also cratering down to the ground, and it's only 2 people alive. The medic just respawning, and Dev gonna be trying to do something. It's only the medic, actually. Rogue very low. He's probably not gonna be able to get this. He's got Uber Saw, but it's not gonna happen for him. He does die to actually Valvi, so that's gonna be 1 Uber Saw from the blue team. Oh, but it's not over yet. It's just jump for the point. Nobody's stopping him. Vipa does get the scout. He's gonna be running on, but it's not gonna happen for him. No, Vipa jumping onto that point. I thought it was over. I thought the push had failed, but no. Bote showing their dominance, their persistence. Excellent play by Vipa, bringing them up 4-0 now. And it is first to 5, so this could be it. First map could go in favor of Bote team right here. See the potentially final mid-fight of Snakewater. As both teams arrive, they are doing a good bit of spamming, of course. Looks like Red's getting a lot of time on point, which could be good. That is Boar standing on that. Nobody's died yet. Porbia is in, but looks like actually some good air shots coming out. Spades is very low. He's going to have to back off of that one. And finally, Porbia is going to be the first one to go down. Very deep. Dev, a little bit overextended potentially, but Vipa's going to fall. And they're getting this point presence. They're finally capping, but it looks like Spades is in aggressive. They're very hurt. Almost everybody except the medic is very low. And now Penguin's re-aggressing. Excellent job there. Did just get 1 with a couple assists as well. So pushing forward, and again, a full wipe. This continues to happen every single mid. 4 out of 5 mids, they've gotten completely wiped, and the one they didn't Right Justify was having internet problems or something. Dev is up on Sniper. Does actually hit a headshot on the Right Justify. But being a demo man, that's not going to kill him outright. Nobody could follow that up. He's a little low himself, so almost a killer play. I'm not sure that would have mattered too much. Might have bought him a little bit of time, but who knows. We'll see what they end up doing. Looks like they might want to go lower. That's what they did before. Right Justified just waiting for his medic. They are going to come lower here, leading on to Penguin. And I think they actually got hit by the sticky trap, but they're going to be pushing forward here as it didn't kill anybody. Level 2 sentry gun, once again, common sight here in these last holds. Does go down, unfortunately. It hasn't really been working out for him too well, at least I don't think. 1 down from each team so far, and they're just playing it pretty passive push. Finally, do you see Penguin getting aggressive here? He trades for Porbia, and now they're seeing some time on the point. Vipa's just standing on it. Nobody's really stopping him. They finally do collapse, but they lost a lot of players for it. There's only 2 blue players alive, but there's only 3 for the red team. They're just spamming some arrows. I can see Rogue, and it looks like it's a 1v1 almost. Scout now, only person alive, fighting the medic. He's trying to get the Uber Saws. Not going to happen for him, as Rogue is on a 2k with his arrows there. Oh, maybe, again, I keep calling it, but it's not over yet. Yeah, it is. Spade Slick does just get shot down by Karn, and I think finally Bote team are done with bleeding in. We do see Penguin hiding up here, though. This doesn't look like anybody's going that way, however. Still, he could get something, as the combo still isn't pushed out. He's just peeking. I think he was seen, so he's going to have to back off there. Reconnecting with his medic, not going to die. Vipa also hiding. And Porbia might be ready to walk into that one. We'll have to see. Looks to be getting ready. Oh, and Spades is now up on Spy. Interesting. He actually takes a spam rocket right away, I think. Yeah, that's not what he needs. Oh, and Boar's going to charge in and die instantly to the sticky trap. Spades, the engineer main, really needs to make a play here. He could get the soldier there. That could be big, but he sees the medic instead. That's what he wants. He's calling. He's standing up right behind him. He does drop the medic. Spades showing what he can do on this class, and so many more frags going down. Right, Justify gets 2 with some stickies, and this is so big here. They're just destroying everybody. You know, the only player alive, not gonna happen for him. Standing on point, Spades getting the final kill. I believe they pushed in. They were expecting the Uber charge, but their medic dropped, and then Right Justify managed to just right click on them. Oh boy, that was a match. 5-0, very fast from Bote team. Not what you generally expect from the 8th and 9th seed, but you know, a lot of people were calling this as a not too close match, and they were right. So at least the first map. I'm not gonna call it yet because it is best 2 out of 3. I believe the server will automatically change over. But yeah, that means we're just sitting here. I think that last push was really, really good. We saw, you know, Valve, all of Minty Fresh, they pushed in. They were expecting to pop the Uber charge after a successful hold on last, their first one of the game. They pushed in. They were ready to pop, but they weren't expecting the spy. How many times do you have to face a Highlander team to not expect the spy? It's just, it wasn't Viper this time. So maybe they did have that element of surprise, but man, just really unfortunate. Big plays from Spades, and then the combo coming up with Right Justify. Managed to right click on them. Not even on them. Just right click at the right moments. They thought they'd be invincible to not die the stick trap. I mean, still, the stick trap got 2 players, right? I don't know if he would have been able to flash in time, but still. Some great plays coming out of the Highlander team of Bote here in ESEA 6v6. Surprisingly, no Boar Sniper that I saw. I guess never really a good time for him to switch over to Sniper. Understandable. They are all leaving. They think they all DC. I think they stay on the server. I could be wrong though. I think you can leave, but you can also just stay. We'll find out. If I'm here in like 10 minutes, then I'll probably look into. Okay, everybody left. I think the server changes automatically, though. Oh. Will we cast the next maps? Who knows? Tune in to find out. Of course, as long as I don't forget, there are timestamps in the bottom, in the comments of the video, which should show when the second half starts, or at least the second map. I will probably include the third map, whether it happens or not, to avoid spoilers. Oh, they were kind of rejoining. Oh, they're trying to join, but it says no match in progress. All right. Well, I'm here. We'll have to find out. They're still trying to connect. So that means they're not playing on some other server. So, yeah, I think Bote team really just showing their dominance here. Oh, I'm gonna get kicked from this server, it sounds like. So I do have the connection problem. But I feel like this happened last season. I should remember this from last season. I casted last season. I'm pretty sure I'm just supposed to stay in here. We'll have to find out. Of course, next round of playoffs, so round 2 should be next week. Or this week. The second half of this week. Scheduled for Thursday. Well, we're gonna work to get the server back then. So bear with me one moment here. Of course, go down in the comments. You probably just skip this crap because I wouldn't watch this. Yeah, very strong play. We can actually look at ESEA stats. All right, damage per minute. We can see. Do we have damage per minute on ESEA? Oh, there's deaths per minute. Who cares about deaths per minute? Oh, damage dealt per minute. Alright, sure. Very low numbers from Minty Fresh. 117, 104, 162, 163, 143. Not the type of numbers you want to be seeing. It is open, but still definitely not what they were hoping for. How many drops did Valve have? Just one, I think. So that wasn't too bad. I mean, that one drop was pretty big, obviously, to the spy. And one force to a spy, which is probably a little more embarrassing. Because the drop to the spy I can kind of understand, right? That makes sense. Alright, I'm pretty sure this is the same thing. But, doop-a-doo. We'll try it. That shouldn't be something like confidential I'm not supposed to give out. It's on the ESEA website. You can go watch these games for free. It's easy. You don't have to listen to me. It's wonderful. Yeah. I think we got the servers figured out. As we load into Sunshine RC9. I guess, let me go back and just look at the stats of that. Oh, did I hit escape and it just kicked me out? Oh, good. I probably could have just typed retry. Anyways, I want to know how much Penguin actually helped them in that match. So, Penguin was its ZPM 225. Second highest on the team, right after Right Justify. So, yeah, pretty good, I would say. Who got the lowest damage? Lowest damage was Spades, right? 150, not including medics. Wait for broadcast to start. Why is it this painful color? Can I not look at this color? I don't think so. Oh, there we go. Alright. Anyways. Yeah, 150 for Spades, which is higher than... It wasn't higher than every player on the other team. It was close, though. They're really just being outclassed. They need to pick up the pace here. They've got to change stuff. They got to figure out something. I don't think it's impossible. I just think it's going to be a very tough battle for Minty Fresh. Despite being ranked higher, they are the weaker team, I think, in this. Predicted to lose. Not to say that they can't win. Obviously, coming out here, Sunshine. Maybe this is their golden map. And maybe they're also really good on Granary. Maybe that last map was just a fluke. Maybe that was their first time playing Snakewater. That's possible, right? Snakewater, it's a confusing map. They could have gotten lost. But maybe they'll know Sunshine a little bit better. Sunshine, obviously, newer map. So most people probably don't know it better than Snakewater. But Snakewater's been getting some updates recently. So that could throw them off, potentially. Sunshine was just added to the game in the most recent Meteor match update. Yeah, this is the same server. I don't know why it kicked me from the server. But changing maps is a secretive thing, so probably just didn't want me to watch through that. And I hope I'm loud enough through this. Hope the game sounds aren't too loud. So that's a concern I have, but I don't think it should be too bad. Five and 5 in the server with 2 in spec. So looking at points, of course, something that's always not useful at all. I guess it's better to look at stats. I'd rather look at stats from the last match. Top damage, of course, still going to be Right Justify. Most frags, looks like it was 19 for Penguin. So very strong by him. Closely by 18 with Boar. And then the highest frags for Minty Fresh was only 8. It was a tie between Conky and Man, that's not what you need to see. Nobody other than the medic got less frags than anyone on Minty Fresh. Just a whole nother level. I mean, it's really... I'd like to say that maybe Fresh are just having a bad day. Even if they are, it doesn't matter. This is it. This is where playoffs are. This is what counts, so... If you have a bad day today, that's all that really matters. Other than frags and damage. Frags per minute. I don't know why anybody would care about that stat. Assists. Again, just everything much stronger on the side of Bote. Deaths. 11 deaths out of Valvi. Lowest on his team, which is more than any other player on Bote team. Common theme here is that everybody on Bote has better stats than everybody on Minty Fresh. I mean, it's not everybody in every stat, right? Like Spades didn't get a lot of damage. Heals received, pretty even across the board. Looks like a lot of heals were given to Conky on Minty Fresh. And Conky is probably, I would have to assume, the pocket, right? Conky, yeah. Do we see heals per minute? No, I don't think so. So they have assists per minute, but I don't know if okay. 1900 heals for Conky, with the highest on Bote being 1500 for Penguin. That's a lot of heals. Maybe it's just because they were taking the most damage, because they were generally in more passive positions. I was excited after that first round, you know. Back when maybe we could just cut out more of Bote team's internets, you know, or just disconnect like Right Justifies mouse halfway through the match. Oh, that would make this game very interesting. I'd like to see that. So I'm not exactly sure when ESEA games are allowed to be played. There's like a window for each thing, and most of the time the window's 1 week. But with this week, there's 2 rounds of playoffs being played. So we're casting today. Then we're going to cast next round on Thursday. Probably next round on Friday. And then if there's a game Sunday, I can cast Sunday as well. I don't know if games are going to be played Sunday, though. So hopefully, I guess Sunday's not technically this week. Hopefully 3 games this week. That's what I'm looking for. One this round, 2 the next. And that'll be a successful TF2 casting week for me. Cut him and play with 5 players. Right Justify has to restart again. Yeah. Saying cut him, yeah. That they could do that. They could cut the demo man and play with 5. Not sure that would be the best solution to their problems that they're not really having. It'd be a great solution to Minty Fresh's problem of not winning. But I don't know if they're willing to do that for them, considering they are currently playing against each other in playoffs. So that would be probably a reason to wait around. I'm not sure what the time is like, because I know in a regular match you got like 15 minutes before you can call a forfeit. But with playoffs, I mean, we're on map 2. Can you call a forfeit halfway through? I don't know how that works. I don't think they would, even if Right Justified takes long enough. But they could, I think. Maybe. We'll watch some first person. I like first person. I just don't like casting from first person. It can be fun to watch soldiers jump around and stuff. Mess up their jumps like Penguin does. Rogue, of course, always giving the interesting plays from his perspective. Porbia, again, with the great rocket jumps. Golden SMG coming out of Boar. The double Australium loadout. Not sure SMG sees much use in Highlander. Conky with the black box. Interesting to see if he sticks with that. His black box, I mean, it's okay, isn't it? It doesn't see a lot of use. It used to. It got changed. Well, it didn't used to see a lot of use. It used to be seen occasionally. Then it got changed. And everybody was kind of like, eh, and they never really looked at it again. So, Still, it'd be good to see. He's got a 4K with it, so Conky, potentially the black box is what they need. Potentially the sniper is what Boar needs. There was one sniper play, wasn't there? It just happened so fast, I didn't mean it. He got somebody and then instantly died. So, I don't think I managed to say much on it or really see who it was, but I think he did get one. There was a sniper who got one. There was a sniper who headshot a demo but didn't get the kill. Conky with the 5K now. Of course, we are getting pretty close to Insomnia 58. That'll definitely be interesting. I won't be going myself because that's like $1 million for flights, but I'll definitely be watching at 2 in the morning when it starts my time. It should be pretty fun. I guess it probably won't be 2. It'll probably be close to like 5. Seems reasonable. I'll just book the whole week off work. I guess only a weekend. Yeah, it'll be fine. What week even is it? Man, I should look that up. I think it's like the weekend of the 27th? I think it's the last weekend in August. I could be completely wrong though. I have no idea. Still waiting on Right Justify? No, he is in. Right Justify finally in. He doesn't have the tag though. Fusion, Right Justify, Boar, Spades, or Brick, Spades, and Boar are all high-level players. But then then you have players like Penguin. Damn. Well, they're starting. Oh no, they're not. Oh man. I got so excited. Source TV people are dot readying. It's understandable. He is here. We could pretend like this is a real mid fight. Of course, we do see Right Justify is running to mid on Sniper or Spy. I'm really good at this game. Looks like his teammate has taken up the demo slot, so he cannot. It's understandable. And Red Team has gotten this mid fight much quicker. They're forcing them out through Valley. Yuno's gonna be the first one to go down. It's followed by Conky. The game's actually starting now, though, so screw that. As we come out to the first mid of the map, not of the game. We did have another game earlier. If you're just joining us, I don't know how you would have actually had to skip through the video to be just joining us now. But either way, here we go. Match is live. Second map, 5-0 to the last map. Bote 6v6 looking very strong coming out here onto Sunshine. ESEA Open Season 22. Playoffs first round and very fast here by Right Justify compared to Yuno. I believe Dev even beat Yuno here, so that's going to allow Blue Team to get a lot of early aggression here. Porbia's up in the air looking for something, but Rogue's just dodging those rockets. Didn't get any damage down. He's going to be the first one to die for his team. Spades is going to take him down there. Getting the first kill of the match. 65% Uber from both players now, and Right Justify is going to go down, so that is 1 for 1. This could actually be okay for Minty Fresh, but they lose Karn, and looks like Conky's very low as well. The medic gets bombed, and Penguin does pick that up. And we're back to a full wipe. Just the instant aggression. It's like it's almost looking good for Minty Fresh, and then everybody dies at once. It really just happens so quickly. They get wiped. Rogue, of course, stayed alive that whole time, so we're going to see what he can do. I can't imagine that they don't make this, though. They're pretty good at pushing last with Uber ad. And they're going under. They liked going under in the last map as well. Of course, different maps, different strategies. Looks like we do see Dev just hard scoping that, though, so maybe they won't. Looks like they are going to pop it off and very quickly here in Penguin. Focusing down that gun early is going to go down. It's not doing well, it doesn't seem like. Boar did go down early in that, but Dev's going to follow him. And now there is a soldier on the medic. He's going to change his attention on the demo. Does pick that kill up, so that's definitely good, but he dies himself, and the scouts are standing on the point. Rogue ending the round with a nice arrow kill. And this map does not look like it's going to be much different from the last one. A very quick 1-0 wiping on mid. They just can't have this happen. They need to change something up on these mids. They just always die. It keeps happening. Much faster this time, thankfully. So they're off to a better start already, but he's very hurt. And he does go down instantly. Right Justify just winning that sticky fight. experience on demo class. Spades is going to feed in, though, on the left-hand side, though. Vipa's all the way behind. Does get shut down by Dev. So, Porbula also going down, however. And Right Justify following, just frags continuously coming out here. Looks like there is player advantage for blue team, or for red team, sorry. And blue team's just going to have to back out here. I think they were a little bit overexpended. They do lose one. Rogue is at 75% overcharge. If he gets one saw, he'll be fine. But they're just letting him get away here. I don't agree with this. Why didn't they aggress onto that? It was only a medic and a scout. Surely there should have been players alive to jump onto that. But Rogue's going to make it back to second with full overcharge, and they're probably going to hold it. As Fresh seems to be content to just sit on mid. Alright. That was probably the best mid we've seen since the first round of the first map, however. So, that went alright for Fresh. I think really over-aggressed. They were down one player and they're just pushing the enemy second, kind of. And then they just lost two players. Managed to get out. Boat team, but still, I feel like that wasn't great for them. Could have been avoided. The soldier is going to bomb in very quickly. Up in the air, Rogue trying to hit that air shot. Not going to happen. Penguin not allowing Porbula. That would have been an amazing shot if he could have hit that. But Rogue doing some nice surfs to stay alive. And we're probably going to see some sort of a counter sack, I would assume, come out from the blue team. Vipa looks like he might get into position. You know, even if he fails, he can just come back up on Spy. But it looks like they've just used this as an opportunity to push in. Also acceptable as the red Uber was popped as well. Penguin just going to have to reconnect back with his medic, and the Uber charge just fading. There looks like they're getting a lot of damage on this demo. There is Right Justify. I don't think he's even noticed. Finally, Yuno turning around. Does see him get shut down. Actually kills himself. But meanwhile, it's only Penguin and Right Justify alive for their team. Fresh's Dev is up in the air. Does get air shot. Penguin. Beautiful shot there. If the escape plan out, he's going to be bombing the combo now. We'll see what he can do. Not really having enough health for that. He gets absolutely directed. Porbula taking him down there. It's only Right Justify who stayed alive through that. And even then, that might be speaking too soon as he's just getting out through under now. So that's going to be a second point going in favor. They won it. Just take it. It's okay. Boar is finally playing sniper. I waited a whole map for this. And he's just hard scoping the shutter. They don't seem like they want to peek it. They're really not aggressive at all. I'm not sure why. They have slight Uber add-in. The scout's going to peek it. Not going to die. Shot was taken. Didn't hit anything, though. As Boar is actually just going to be rotating around now. As I say that, I'm completely lying. He's still hard scoping the exact same shutter. Spades trying to bait for his sniper maybe, but there's really nobody there. And actually, that's going to allow Boar to get very aggressive. He's peeking. He did get the headshot onto the demo man, but he's not going to be able to do anything with it. He's going to get shut down. 2 down now on the flank from the red team. They did so good there. Everybody's missed those shots. Spades not able to connect and a little bit over aggressive. This was not good. The red Uber is going to get popped off here. They with a 2-man advantage pushing forward. Only 4 seconds left on the respawn, however, and the Vipa heavy is out. Porbula is very low, but Scout's standing on this point now. 2 of them. They're very quick, but they are going to cap that up. Nobody stood on it. They shouldn't have won. I mean, they were just credit to them. 1-0. 1-1. 1-all. Standing on that point, both scouts just pushed it. Now, if that didn't work, that entire push was basically over, but Heavy not fast enough to get on that point while he was shooting down at them, and Demoman also wasn't able to step on it, so without many kills, other than those 2 entry frags, Fresh tied up 1-1, and now they're pushing forward here. Dev is a little bit aggressive. He's fighting a lot of players on his own, and he does end up dying to Boar. See what ends up happening here. Porbula is going to be jumping now under Right Justify. He doesn't really see him. Does get that frag, so that's definitely important now. They're pushing forward. It's a 5v5 at the moment, and Vipa's kind of coming in from the side. Looks like 2 are going to go down very quickly in the air. Penguin and Spades picking up 2 nice frags, and Vipa's a little bit caught in, however. This could be bad for him. He's fighting a scout and the demo, but he's going to be able to back up, and Boris he's got his back. Penguin's now up here as well, trying to shoot down. Valve at 100% Uber charge, but he might have to force here. He does get forced by Boar, so he's pushing forward now with this. They're going to be trying to do the best they can. They're on Vipa in Cafe. Finally going to get pistoled down there, but Karn a little bit slow on that frag, and he's very low himself. He overcommitted to that, and Spades was able to kill him. And now they're pushing forward. Blue Uber charge was going to get popped off. It's, of course, much better because they did get that force, and Conky's in the air. He's going to be trying to escape. I don't know if he's going to be able to. He's being chased by Boar, but thankfully, Porbula is in there. He's probably going to be able to survive. Actually, Boar a little bit overextending there for that frag. Valve did go down somewhere in that, however, so that's very bad. That means that they are going to be at a big Uber disadvantage to push this last. We are at a player advantage at the moment, though, so Probably just going to see both teams slow it down, wait for their Uber, and then push in with this ad. Karn's going to be looking for this med drop that he so desperately needs for his team. On the Cozy Camper. He's unsure what to do. Dev up on heavy, of course, was apparently the downfall of the last push. That's, or the last hold that heavy was involved in. So Pobia actually maybe catching Boar out here. Not able to juggle him, though. And Karn is back on Scout. So it looks like we're just going to see them push in with that Uber ad. Valve at 80%. They trade 1 for 1 so far. Nobody else really dying. Standing on that point. A lot of cap time. And they're just standing on it now. Pobia needs to stand on this, but he's very low health. He's just going to get shot down. Boar was on a 3k there. That's not anything Conky can do. 2-1 now. Better than they ever got in the last map. I'll tell you that. Minty Fresh. Still not looking strong, however, here in the second map. Coming up to the fourth mid fight of the game, we'll see what they can do. Right Justify very quick compared to Yuno. And again, Yuno just going through this side area. It doesn't seem to be going well for him. Boar seems to be alone, but nobody's really collapsing in on him. They're all fighting over on the blue Tetris. Now with the very quick bomb actually from Vipa. He looks to be liking one flank around. They're just going to leave him there as they get these frags. It's only 2 alive, Rogue and Vipa, who's still behind. He's trying to get something, but no red players went forward in that. They won the mid, but they're just getting sandwiched by Vipa and Rogue, which shouldn't be happening considering there's only 2 players against 5. But Rogue is all the way back on last. Really surprised he wasn't chased down there. Vipa still in behind. And he's fighting the 1v1 against Porbua. He seems to be winning, but he just took a big rocket. He's going to be jumping him now. Porbua's very low. They're both extremely low. The escape plan's out from Porbua, but he got the pack. And Vipa's deciding he just wants to jump out of here. He's very low. He does get his own pack. Meanwhile, red team has pushed in, and there's an Ubered heavy standing on last, and they seem to be retreating. They don't really like this. Karn did go down to the Spades heavy. I think they thought they had an advantage or something when they really didn't, so the medic did get out. Boar is jumping up now. He's on the demo. He's trying to get something, but he does actually get the demo. Big plays from Boar, and that's going to allow them to push out here. Hopefully, as long as they don't get back capped or anything. They do have a heavy sitting on last, however, so this should be okay for them. I think Vipa is back in the fight finally. He's doing some damage, but he's actually just going to die. And it's only the heavy medic alive as Boar's just spawning now. Red team are pushing immediately with this. They're standing on the point, but Rogue's out with this. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. 2-2 in this map, and we've got a game. Minty Fresh showing up to this one. Are both going easy? I feel like they're not. Good thing you bombed the roamer. That's good. This is very good. Vipa not happy with the plays that are being made on Sunshine here. So right Justify again. He actually wasn't that fast compared to Yuno that time. Vipa's going to be a little bit faster than the enemy roamer. But Porbia is now jumping in onto the demo man. He got one good frag, but he surfed it very nicely, and Vipa was able to clean him up there. So Scout coming under actually might be getting somebody, but he took a fat rock, and he did just die there, Karn. Not going to happen for him, and most of red players have died. Valve just went down. That's the big one, and now it's only Yuno and Dev alive. They're trying to retreat through Cafe. They do actually... Oh, no. They did pick up one. They got Boar, but taken down by Rogue and Penguin, and that's another full wipe. Common theme is Spades is capping up that midpoint. They're already mostly on second. I don't even think they are going to allow... maybe Karn might be able to build this gun up just because it's blocked by these crates. Conky now spamming as well. The Ubercharge was popped out with the blue team, so they're going to be pushing forward here. I don't know if they knew the sentry gun was there. Definitely a surprise, but the right Justify was able to cleanly take it out, and most of red team are all on this left-hand side. They're pushing forward, but there's people on the point you got to focus on, guys. They're finally going to be collapsing in on these players, but nobody really dying. Dev did go down, and that's definitely one. Vipe is now coming in from behind with some time on the point. Going to be focusing on this medic. Probably going to get him. Does finally die, but Spades also went down to that. Conky, a lot of red players. Only Porbua alive. He's not going to happen for him. He does just die. And this is a common theme. Common theme. When Minty Fresh die, they completely wipe on mid. It doesn't go well for them when they get back to last. Common theme for most teams, really. But a stronger half. I think Minty Fresh could potentially come back with this. This could be this is going to be a very close map, I think. I think a lot of mistakes are actually happening from Bote. I think they're getting a little bit too aggressive when they shouldn't be, and they're making these mistakes. Their DM's a little bit off, I think, as well. That first point they lost, I mean, they just got over aggressive with the sniper, and Spades couldn't hit the shot to clean up the demo, so who knows? Hopefully they can turn it around for their sake. Hopefully our sake they can't, because I want a game here. As more does go down in this halftime. We'll go back to chat. We'll read what they're saying. Good half. They're saying noobs, haha ho. Yeah, a lot of trash talk. Good thing you bombed the roamer. I like that. Clown down. And that was last match. So much better performance from Minty Fresh, but I think Bote are still proving to be the stronger team. They're still mostly in control. The times they lose points are when they make vital mistakes. They overextend. They bleed players, and then they end up losing rounds for them. So definitely good job by Minty Fresh capitalizing on these mistakes. That's very good of them. They need to be doing this, but that relies on Bote team making mistakes. So it's not the best strategy to have generally. And we were on Karn without the nameplate there. Looks like Spades is currently AFK as they start up. Good, good. Try to get on Boar again. I like being on Boar because I don't call him by his in-game name. So it's just easier not to see it. Here we go. First mid of the second half of the second map. ESEA Open Playoffs. Bote 6v6 versus Minty Fresh. Here they come. Right Justified taking the slower rollout this time as well. First time we've seen him do that. Interesting. We'll see how it goes for him. It's actually a very fast bomb from Vipa onto everybody, but he's not getting this damage. Conky's going to be able to kill him, but oh no, never mind. Yuno is going to go down. Thankfully, that is them, man. Some good follow-up from the scouts here. Boar, and now they're pushing forward. They've lost a lot of players, honestly. They finally get Karn, so it's a 3-on-3 right now. Scout is kind of in on this right-hand side, and Dev looks a little bit caught out, but he's back with his medic, and now Conquering, maybe both medics are still alive. It's a scout and a demo versus a soldier and a scout, so we'll see what ends up happening. Dev's extremely low. Nobody going down. Trade 1-for-1. Scout and soldier. The demo versus a scout. That's probably not going to go, but the pipes are coming out, and actually the Uber was popped seconds too late. Valvi, what is he doing? He's trying to escape, but he's probably just killbind. Oh, maybe he might find Yuno. And actually serving these stickies extremely well. He does find his demo man, so he's going to survive just dodging that arrow from the enemy medic, and he's going to survive, which is what matters. Although he's still at a full Uber disadvantage because Rogue didn't pop for that. Valvi, just these mistakes coming out of the blue medic. I mean, the forces, the poorly timed pops. Vipe is jumping in now. They're going to be trying to do something here. Conky, yeah, they actually get the 4. Why did they pop there? I'm not sure I understand. Did they think more people were there than actually were? Vipa takes down Porbia on the flank. I feel like he's, no, he's not typing. Alright. Conky actually might catch out the scout. Boar here, he's very low. He is going to have to back out. Find somebody to heal him. Sticky trap here. I don't think we'll see blue team. I mean, they have Uber ad. I think they know it too because they are getting a little bit aggressive here. Rogue did pop. I still don't understand why he popped there. I didn't quite catch it. Maybe he got forced, but no, he wasn't really low on health. Maybe they thought there were more people there. So the blue Uber's going to come out. About 25% Uber's advantage, but all of red team are going to last. This is not good. They're wrapping around. There is a sentry gun level 2, but it's going to get taken out very quickly. They're all standing on the point. This is disastrous for the blue team. Excellent plays by Bote. They pushed in and everybody wrapped around. 4 players. The core combo just all came in. Rest of them just distracted, and that was very well done. You could see it happening just as soon as the pop came in. Everybody went under, and they were on last in a 4v1 essentially. Bots. Some smack talk definitely coming out from the Bote team. So we'll see what happens on potentially the final mid of the game. Penguin's getting a little bit low, surprisingly. Conky and Vipa both going to go down very early. And Valvi going to die again to these pipes from Right Justify. There's a scout behind him, though. In Cafe going to get shut down. And again, it's almost a full wipe. However, the tides are kind of turning. No, it's only Yuno alive. As he's jumping out. He was out of there. So set a sticky trap, hopefully, on this. They got a lot more frags that time. They got Rogue, which was the big one. Yuno cannot die here. That would be a huge mistake. He's peeking in, but not committing, thankfully. Conky also spamming just a little bit. This is going to be a bit of a reset, though. Nobody has huge advantage. I guess it is like 20% for Valve. I don't know. They're building this very quickly. They might want to go with this. I don't know. How's the building from... The building's not great from Rogue either. I mean, it's not terrible. It's still like 25%, I suppose. Both teams are building very well. Pretty passive from Valve. I don't know. They're building like they want to go with this. That's all I'm saying. They're building very fast. But hopefully they have seen. The building is happening. Valve has full Uber charge now. But they're just so passive. They can't realistically push with this. Now red team are getting a little bit aggressive, but they're going to back out as soon as the spam comes in. Both teams have 100% now, so they're going to both get a little bit more aggressive. They're going to be willing to send some players in. And that's exactly what's happening as Vipa's jumping in, but actually Porbia is going to change his focus. Not the right play from Vipa as Conky does take him down. Spade Slick now maybe in a bit of a tough spot as well. He's going to be able to just surf that out beautifully, actually. And as Boar comes in, does pick up the frag, so Porbia dies for his troubles. Conky maybe just going to get that call and jump out. Spade's a little bit over-aggressive potentially. He's getting that pack, but nobody really pressuring him, so he's fine at the moment. Boar poking this choke. Not going to happen. Vipa's up on Spy, so probably not going to see any other red players jump in and die right at the moment. Vipa's walking through flank. We'll see what he can get. I believe he's on C and D. Yes. So he's going to be looking for something, but there's a little bit of action going on here. Spades tempting fate as well as Karn on the other side. And I think he's been spotted out. Vipa, yeah, he's definitely been spotted out. He took some spam damage, and they're going to be hopefully aware enough to not fall for it. They're constantly looking back. And was he found? He was totally found. Finally does die to the demo, so thankfully a spy play not going to work out. Too many of those were working. Karn went down, and Porbula is actually in Cafe. Also dies, so 4v5 in the moment. Red Justify a little bit alone in his own Cafe. Nobody really aggressive enough to deal with him. And I think, looks like, yeah, they are going to take this 4v5. They're pushing in. I'm not sure if they want to use here. Rogue looks like he does. Pops it off right after Valve does. So going to be a little bit better, assuming some flashing doesn't go down. But they're on the point. Really, Karn going down, but nobody else. As finally we see Vipa jumping in here, looking for some initiation. Conky's very low, but it's going to be Vipa the one who go down as well as Boar. Conky does die for that, but looks like we are going to see Boat team, despite, I guess it's even numbers, because Karn went down so early. And they're going to be claiming that second point. So I believe it is 5-2 or 4-2 right now. And they're building, they have slight ad. And Boar is up on Sniper. If Boat team can push this and win, they will secure themselves a spot in the second round of the playoffs against No Johns. Boar peeking this. Conky's getting very aggressive with that. Tempting fate. They know there's a sniper now. They have to. Spades, again, peeking just a little bit. He likes doing that when there's an off class on his team, which there fairly often is. Let's hope he doesn't get too aggressive. Vipa is here to back him up. They are going to take control of this lobby area. Dev is up, counter-sniping, looking for something, but they're not really looking at each other, at least not yet. Penguin's going to be spamming a little bit, tempting the sniper plays. Dev is still on the class. He's just rotating for heals. Boar being very patient with this. He wants something good. He's not going to fall for these baits. Sees Conky. He does actually shoot. Doesn't land the shot, though. I don't know if he's just not on his game today or what. But he hasn't been hitting these headshots. He hasn't had a ton of opportunities, but still. Trying to make space for the sniper now. Shoots. I think he did hit something there. Oh, but another counter snipe. Dev. I mean, Boar's got to be very careful here. Porbia really wants him. Oh, and he's got a big angle here. Nobody's here to contest him. Finally, Karn is kind of coming up. And, of course, there is that counter sniper. Looks like he has rotated over on this left-hand side. He did hit the headshot on the Conky, but not going to die. And he finally does get him. He got him the headshot, and Vipa with that spam. That's definitely the pick they wanted. And he gets another one. Now he's on board, spinning these. Penguin walking in, taking that, and the Ubers are going to get exchanged. 2 down right now for the blue team, but they're going to get a spawn in 2 seconds, so we'll see what happens there. Charging onto the point now. They're going to be trying to. They are all Uber charged, and the Uber's just going to be fading right now, so now the frags can start going down. Porbio, you know, so many blue players going down. Nothing's happening. They're all dying to spam. That's going to be it. Bote team are advancing on to the second round of playoffs, taking on No Johns later this week. So we'll see how they fare. That's going to be it for Minty Fresh. Their playoff season 22 ESEA dreams are over. And thank you very much for watching. My name is Cornpop16. Sorry for the lack of casts in the past 2 weeks. I've been very busy, but hopefully they will continue to pick up the pace as the ESEA playoffs continue in the next following weeks. So thank you for watching again, and I'll see you next time.